All right. Good morning and good to have you with us. If you're joining us live stream, welcome to our awards chapel here at Liberty Christian Academy, junior high and high school awards chapel. So today we have third quarter academic awards, and then we'll also be acknowledging the basketball teams and handing out special awards for our basketball team. So it's great to have you with us, and I want to jump right into this and get these awards handed out. I want to commend the young people for a great job during third quarter. It doesn't seem possible. We're in the last grading period of this school year. And so when I call your name, come up and get your certificate from me, and then stand up here on the platform. We have yearbook staff going to take pictures, and so let's get to it. All right, so in seventh grade we do A, B honor roll, and A honor roll. And in seventh grade, making our AB honor roll, Mariah Gist. Also in the seventh grade, making the AB honor roll, Nick Granoso. All right, let's get a picture. That's our AB honor roll for seventh grade. All right, let's give them a good round of applause. Thank you. Good job. Third quarter must have been a hard quarter. We usually have more seventh graders on the honor roll than that. All right, so let's go to the A honor roll, making all A's for the third quarter. Max Taylor. Max Yamaki Taylor, I'm sorry. And also on the all A honor roll, Evie Wright. All right, yearbook staff. All right, give them a good round of applause. Yeah. Good job. Good job. All right, so seventh grade, let's see if we can get a few more students up here this next grading period, all right? So eighth grade. In the eighth grade, we have one student making the AB honor roll, Autumn Barton. All right, let's get her picture. All right, good job. All right, congratulations. Good job, Autumn. All right, when we get to the high school, 9th through 12th grade, we do Dean's List and Principal's List. And Dean's List, you have to have a grade point average of 3.25 to 3.74. And so these 9th graders, freshmen, when I call your name, come on up. This is our Dean's List for the third quarter. Dalton Kennedy. Dalton, I think he's sick. Selena Patterson. Taylor Fair. And also making the Dean's List in the freshman class, Lily Linden. All right, so that's our Dean's List for the 9th grade. Got it? All right, congratulations. Give them a good round of applause. Dean's List. Yeah. Good job. Nobody on the principal's list for 9th grade. Gonna have to change that for this next grading period, right? All right, so let's move to the 10th grade, the sophomore class. Making the Dean's List, third grading period, 3.25 to 3.74 GPA, Nikki Bogus. Also on the Dean's List in 10th grade, Ben Davenroy. Emily Smith. And also on the Dean's List for the 10th grade, Ashley McLaren. All right, that's our Dean's List. All right, give them a good round of applause. Yeah. Good job, 10th grade, Dean's List. And moving on to the principal's list for the 10th grade. And principal's list, you got to have a 3.75 to a 4.0 GPA. DJ Cuffey. Sounds like DJ's fan club. Also with the principal's list, Riley Cullen. I just want to say, Riley, for her to make the principal's list, that's amazing because here's why. She's missed a lot of school because she's been sick. And everything that she's missed, she has made up. She's gone the extra mile. And that's a real accomplishment for a young person in high school. So I appreciate her hard work on that. You can give her a good round of applause, I'll tell you that. She's very conscientious, and I appreciate that in her. Also making the principal's list for the 10th grade, Casey McKenna. And 10th grade principal's list with a 3.75 to 4.0 GPA, Allie Nabre. And principal's list in the 10th grade, Madalena Owens. And principal's list, Logan Rouse. Logan not here today? Okay. All right. Get a picture? Got it. All right, let's give them a good round of applause. Thank you, 10th grade. 10th grade principal's list. All right. Moving on to the junior class, the 11th grade. 11th grade, two students making the dean's list. Chloe Bass. Chloe and I. And also making the dean's list with a 3.25 to 3.474 GPA, Landon Edge. All right. He's up there by himself. All right, give him a good round of applause. Yeah. Good job, Landon. All right, in the junior class, making the principal's list with a 3.75 to a 4.0 GPA. We have several. Chloe Betts. Also on the principal's list, Messiah Gist. Lance Huffam. Also on the principal's list, Lauren LaMonica. And on the principal's list for the junior class, Katie Nichols. And the principal's list in the 11th grade, Jesse Rudolph. All right, let's get a good picture. There we go, juniors. All right, give them a good round of applause. Yeah. Principal's list. That's a great accomplishment in the 11th grade, especially having chemistry and Spanish 2 and algebra 2, all those courses. All right, moving on to our senior class, 12th grade. Dean's list with a 3.25 to 3.74 GPA, Rachel Stegall. Also on the dean's list for the senior class, Darren Tetrell. And dean's list, Cadence Walker. All right, let's get a good picture of our senior. All right, give them a good round of applause. Hey. And the senior class principals list, 3.75 to 4.0 GPA, Brandon Bunnels. Also on the principals list, Tristan Gilbert. Principals list for the senior class, Caitlin McKenna. Principals list, Nathan Patterson. And in the senior class principals list, Savannah Stevens. All right, let's get a picture of the principals list. Got it. All right, give them a good round of applause. Good job. Excellent. All right, so that's our academic awards for the third quarter. And like I said, this is the second week of the last grading period. And so we need a good group of honor roll and dean's list and principal's list for the fourth quarter. So let's work really hard. Now look, some of you, I want to say this. Some of you did not make an honor roll or principal's, and you did your best. And you did your best. Look, that's all he expects out of us, is to do your best. Not everybody is going to make the honor roll, just the way it is. But as long as you work hard and you do your assignments and you do your best, that's what God's pleased with. And that's what I'm pleased with. I want you to do your best in whatever you do. Academics, basketball, soccer, volleyball, baseball, whatever it is, do your best. All right, so Mr. Rudolph, We're going to do our basketball awards now. So I'm going to ask Mr. Rudolph, our athletic director, also basketball coach, if he would come at this time. And let's give him a good round of applause. Appreciate his job that he does for us. All right.
All right. Welcome. First, we'd also like to get Coach Mo up here. He's going to help me hand out these awards. First, for the parents that are watching, we'd like to thank you for allowing your kids to play sports this year. I know with a lot going on in the world, some parents are still a little iffy about letting their kids play sports and do stuff like that, but we actually had big turnouts for all of our sports that we've had this year between volleyball, soccer, basketball, and now baseball and golf. So appreciate all of the parents out there watching, letting their kids come play. With that, we are going to go ahead and get started with the awards. We would like to first bring up the whole middle school team. So if you played on middle school basketball, please come stand right up here. We actually do have more than this. There just must be some out today. This was our first year in a couple years that we had a middle school team. The kids did really well. We unfortunately didn't win a game this year, but they kept their spirits up all season long. They fought hard. There was a couple close games that could have went either way, and then just unfortunately didn't go our way. But majority of these kids, I think actually all of them except for one, are going to come back next year and potentially be on the team next year as well. So we are going to continue to grow as we go along in this program, and then they'll move up to the JV level, of course, and then up to the varsity level. Hopefully they stay together, and if so, they're going to be really good by the time they're juniors and seniors. So with that, we're going to go ahead and get started with our awards. Our first award is our Coaches Award. This is an award that we give out to a player. He kind of did what I asked him to do all season long, didn't complain too much, though he did like to complain. But anytime I sent him out there, he did exactly what he wanted to do. He kept going, "Put me on the outside, coach. I want to shoot threes," which, of course, everybody wants to shoot threes. But so with that, my Coach's Award goes to Ben Allard. All right, our next award is our Most Improved Award. This is going to go to a player that at the beginning of the year wasn't a starter, biggest kid on the team, wasn't real coordinated, unfortunately, for his size, but worked hard all year long, got into the starting lineup the last 3 or 4 games, something like that, put in a lot of effort, worked hard at home with his mom and his aunt, and did everything he could to try to get on the court and get better. And he improved a lot from the beginning of the season. And with that, our Most Improved goes to Walker Warings, who is not here today. All right, our next award is the Christian Character Award. This kid also did the same thing as our Coaches Award winner. I mean, you could ask him to do anything. The main difference was he was always trying to pick up his teammates, pick up his players as he went along. If something went wrong, he was the first one to be like, "Hey, don't worry about it. We'll get him back, or just come back stronger." He was always encouraging his teammates from what I saw. Unfortunately, he is not here also, but our Christian character goes to Caleb Schubert. All right, and our last award for middle school, unfortunately, we only get 4 for middle school, but our last one is our MVP award. This is the player. He worked hard all year long. I think he scored majority of our points as well. He was always on the court. He rarely came off the court. He did everything he could as a leader to try to lead the group into winning the game. He pushed his teammates to be better. And with that, our MVP goes to Tobin Glutton. Everybody up here played well all season. They all got good playing time this year on the middle school team. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to get everybody playing time just to kind of get them used to the speed of the game, stuff like that. So everybody up here deserves a good round of applause. So if you would, one last time for the middle school team, give them a big round of applause. All right, those are our middle school awards. We will now go to our JV awards. So if you are on the JV team, please come forward and stand on the stage here. So is All right, this was another interesting year for JV. They lost their main scorer last year. They lost their main point guard, so they lost their two true leaders last year. So they were kind of learning their identity this year, what kind of team they wanted to be, how they were going to work it out. They did really well through the season. They were above 500, I do believe, so they tried their best. They did everything that they needed to do. Again, they were all pushing each other, having fun, doing the little things to try to get better. Occasionally like to play around at practice quite a bit, but still did what they needed to do to try to get the improve. So with that, we'll go ahead and start with our awards. And our first one is our Coaches Award. This is a kid that, as he's playing the game, he was a starter this year. He was on hot and cold streaks. If he hit a hot streak, you better watch out because he's going to just start bombing stuff all over the court. It didn't matter where he was at. He would just start throwing stuff up, and it would go in. He was that type of player. But now if he had a cold streak, you had to talk to him a little bit because then he'd kind of get frustrated, and then all of a sudden he couldn't make nothing. But like I said, as soon as he got on that hot streak, you could not stop him. I think one game he had 18 or 21 points just from three-pointers alone. So with that, our Coaches Award goes to Sean Nicely. Our next award is going to be our Most Improved. This is a player that I didn't get to really see much at the beginning of the season because I didn't start off coaching the JV and the varsity team. Kind of helped out a little bit and then picked it up toward the end. But at the beginning, this kid is, if you see him shoot layups and you see him shoot a shot, sometimes you're like, what are y'all looking at? But he does have talent, and he picked it up his game. He started scoring toward the end. He is probably the most hustle kid I've ever seen. If you say, hey, go guard that kid, he's going to guard him, and he's going to stay on him, and he's never going to leave him alone. He's going to chase him all the way around the court. I mean, he did anything and everything he could to improve and get better throughout the season. And with that, our Most Improved goes to Andrew Figueroa. Our next award is Christian Character. With a group like this, as they start to get older, they play around a lot. It's tough to look at this and find a Christian character. There was one in there, but it is tough. And it's just that they're boys and they're at that age where they want to play around, they want to do things. So it's like looking for a diamond. And so when I was doing it, I was talking to Coach Mo about it. Me and him were kind of discussing things, trying to figure things out. And we came across this one kid, and we're like, yep, I think that's who we're going to go with, because anytime he was on the court, which was very rare, but if he got on the court, he was still, once again, trying to improve his teammates, talk to them, try to get them pumped up. If somebody got down, he was talking to them, trying to get them going. And for as young as he is going to be a good player down the road. He's a good player now, but he's going to be a great player down the road if he continues the road he's going on. But with that, Christian Character for the JV year goes to Tobin Glutton. All right, and then our MVP. This one was a little more interesting because when I first was looking over it, I was just trying to look at people to see. I wanted to look at scoring. I wanted to look at attitude. I wanted to look at just everything in general as an MVP. And I had two people in mind when I was looking at this award to give out. And I just have this one kid that it doesn't matter. If he's in the game, he's giving his all. He's giving his 100%. Not that everybody else didn't, but he was doing anything and everything. He would take the ball and drive it down the court as the point guard. He would play down low as the center. He would do it all if he needed to, and he thought the game was on the line and he thought he had a chance to win the game. He would try to take over the game, and that's what I expect out of an MVP, to take over the game. So with that, this year's MVP is DJ Cuffey. All right, this is your JV team. If y'all want to get pictures, go ahead and get the pictures. Once again, nice round of applause for them. They played great all year long. Season didn't end the way we wanted it, but we will work on that because I believe every one of them is coming back other than DJ. We only had one 10th grader on this team too, so this whole team is coming back next year to be one team. So, all right. I forgot what? Forgot Andrew for what? Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. I was wondering what y'all were laughing. Like, what are y'all laughing at? Okay, I'm sorry. We lose 2 players off this team. I'm sorry, Andrew and DJ. Who's this? I don't want to be mean, but no. All right, we lose 3. I'm sorry. We lose some players off the team. We will go that way. We lose some players off the team. My bad. All right. But for the most part, the core players are coming back. All right. So once again, just give them this nice round of applause and get off the stage. Yeah, all of y'all will step in from Varsity. All right. With that, we are now into our Varsity Awards. So if you were on the Varsity team, please come forward. And let's go. As you can see, this is why it's tough to find a Christian character. All right. Always playing around doing the stuff, but they have fun. They play together. They like each other. They play around a lot, whether it's in practice or just in school. So, but this is your senior or your varsity team. Basically, senior team. There's 3 y'all up there. There's 3, right? All right. But yeah, this is our varsity team. They, for me, I will say they underachieved. I thought this team had great potential. I think they could have won the conference and won the tournament. Unfortunately, there was just some issues early on, coaching going back and forth, stuff like that. Trying to get players that were going to play and then didn't play, and then we got players bouncing around. Some didn't learn the plays soon enough, so it was a little bit of a rocky year this year, especially for our 3 seniors. I really, like I said, I myself expected no less than a conference title and potentially a tournament title. Unfortunately, we finished 4th in the conference and 4th in the tournament, so that was a big letdown for me, and I know I've talked to the seniors, it was a letdown for them as well. But they did also give their heart. They played their best they could. They did what they could. They gave it all on the court when they were out there. So you can't take nothing away from them. 4th is not just as good, but I mean, 4th it is what it is. So with that, we'll go ahead and get started with our awards. First, we have our Coaches Award. This is a player that I really thought would take over the season this year. He would dominate. Truthfully, when he plays his heart out and plays hard, there's nobody that can stop this kid. They just can't. I mean, he can do anything and everything. He can shoot from the outside. He can drive to the basket. This is the type of player that you look for on your team, that you want to be on your team, that can just control a game, take it over, and do everything you need to do. And with that, our Coaches Award this year goes to Darren Tetrall. Our next award, for the varsity team, they actually get 5 awards. They get 1 extra award. This year, there's a teammate award. Normally what I do for the teammate award is I let the whole team vote on who they thought the best teammate for the year was. This year, I didn't. Well, you better talk to him. You're talking to the wrong person. Talk to me afterwards. That ain't me. Dude, this is not organized. All right. So like I was saying, the teammate award, normally I let the teammates vote on who they think the best teammate award was. We did not do that this year. It is still the teammate award, but this is somebody that I looked at. I wanted to see who I thought worked with their team the best. It's almost kind of like Christian character, other than this is somebody that can still play around with the team and do things, but is still there to pump pump up his team, pick up his team, help coach his team. I mean, if you have a player that can be on the court and coach and they can come over and talk to you and be like, hey, this is happening on the court, coaches don't always see what's going on out there, and it's nice to have somebody on the court that can actually talk to you about it and come and help you and just help see things that you might not be able to see. And this person did this all year. He is an athlete. I mean, he can run. He does not. He's got tons of stamina. He just does not ever quit. He will stay on the court until he passes out. He is just that type of player. And with that, the teammate award this year goes to Brandon Munnels. All right, this is most improved, and again, when you get to the varsity level, it's tough to find a most improved player because majority of them have been playing for 5, 6, 7 years. It's tough to improve on different things, but this again was a kid that came to us this year. Kind of the same thing. He really couldn't make layups at the beginning of the year, and then worked on it. Couldn't shoot free throws. Started making them at the end of the year, and at the last couple games, I'm pretty sure he scored points in just about every game. So when he got in the game, he did everything he could to make the best of what he had. And with that, our most improved this year for varsity goes to Andrew Figueroa. All right, our Christian character. Again, with a group like this, it is tough to find a diamond in the rough. But we do have one guy that's in here that he was a leader this year. He stepped up. He was on the court. He did everything he needed to do. He pumped up his kids. He pumped up his teammates. He just kind of encouraged them. If in the huddle I called a timeout, he'd come over. If we had 1 or 2 kids that were like, man, this just isn't going the way we're going, the way we want it to go, he'd be the first one to step up and be like, hey, it's okay. Let's just stick to the game plan. We got this. And so he would encourage his teammates and kind of keep them motivated and try to keep them focused on the game and what needed to be done. And that's what I'm looking for in a leader and a Christian character. And that this year goes to Nathan Patterson. All right, and that brings us to our last award for the evening. This is our MVP award. This, again, is a player that can dominate a game, can take over the game if he needs to. This, in particular person, also can have an attitude if something goes wrong. If he drives to the basket, thinks he got fouled, he'll sit on the floor and look at you like, I got fouled, coach. Okay, well, the official didn't call it, so get up and get back on defense. All right? So, but he can also be the player that can shoot from the outside. Again, he can take it to the hole. He can do anything that you ask him. He has a whole skill level that he can take over a game and do what needs to be done. With that, our varsity player MVP goes to Messiah Gist. Yes, it is tough to find a group of kids that can have Christian character, because even in awards, they want to sit behind you and just talk to you like, hey, coach, you forgot this. Hey, coach, you didn't do this. Hey, coach, he can't do that. Well, it is still fun to coach these kids and watch them learn and grow. Again, this is your varsity team. If you would, please give them one more round of applause, especially our seniors, Nathan, Darren, and Brandon, because this is their last year. So if you could, please give them a nice round of applause, and thank you all for playing. All right, once again, we would like to thank all of the parents for allowing their kids to play sports this year. Again, whether it was volleyball or golf or soccer. We had a cross-country team, even though we didn't get to run any meets this year. We got golf going on and baseball going on right now. So once again, parents, thank you for supporting the school. Thank you for supporting your children. Thank you for supporting the teams. We couldn't ask for better parents, and we couldn't ask for better students. With that, I'd like to go ahead and turn it back over to Mr. Gafkin so we can close out, I'm assuming.
Thank you, Mr. Rudolph. Let's give him a good round of applause. Great athletic director. There's a lot that goes into running a sports program. I mean, it's scheduling games, it's making sure officials are here, it's making sure the gym's set up, the fields are ready. So there's a lot of work that goes into being an athletic director, and we appreciate Mr. Rudolph. All right, so let's stand and we'll close with a word of prayer. All right, so let's pray. Lord, thank you for the time that you've given to us to be together today in this awards chapel. And thank you for the hard work of these young people and the dedication of our basketball team. And we ask that you would continue to bless throughout this day. Help us to have a great day here at LCA. Pray for the students who are at the Fine Arts Festival. Please give them safety in their traveling and help them to do a good job as well with their art projects. Thank you again for your love for us and your goodness to us and your many, many blessings. In Jesus' name, amen. All right, remain standing. We have a couple of praise and worship songs to